Hey guys, so hopefully this will work this time. I have been having a hard time record a video because my phone keeps saying the storage is full even though the storage is not full. So we'll try again this time and hopefully it'll work. So I wanted to do a video for you on meal planning and grocery shopping and how I do it. And it's not meant to overwhelm you. I know it can be overwhelming to think of everything that I eat and everything I have in my fridge, my pantry, and all the things I buy. But please don't let this overwhelm you. Take one piece at a time. Start with healthy snacks and change the way you eat snacks throughout the week. Then go to breakfast and change what you're eating for breakfast. Have a healthy breakfast throughout the next week. Okay? Don't try to make all these changes at once because it's really hard to do and you'll be so overwhelmed you'll just quit and go back to your old habits. So remember, I'm also a vegan, so anything that are my proteins that I use for my meals, like tofu, something called tempeh, beans, quinoa is another thing I use for protein. Just remember you can substitute that for any meats that you eat, fish, chicken, whatever it is. And after this video, I also post a list for you of all the essentials that I have in my pantry, my fridge, my freezer, so you can kind of get an idea of what it is that I have stocked to make sure I am eating as healthy as I can. So you want to meal plan first. You don't want to grocery shop first, obviously, because then you're going to be wandering around the store wondering what to get, and you're just going to get the usual stuff that you do. So you want to meal plan first and start with snacks. Okay, think of about a whole week changing the way you eat snacks. Okay, no more chips, no more buttery popcorn. For me, my go-to snacks are usually a fruit or a vegetable with a healthy fat. I also have, so I have two snacks a day. I have a snack between breakfast and lunch and dinner. So between breakfast and lunch, I usually have like carrots and guacamole or an apple with almond butter. And then in between lunch and dinner, I have my smoothie. So I have a Shakeology smoothie. I know some of you don't have Shakeology, but that's okay. You can do like a protein powder, any protein powder you have that's healthy and not loaded with sugar, please. And I usually mix it with frozen spinach, some kind of fruit like blueberries, raspberries, usually frozen as well. But anything you have on hand that you like in your smoothies that's healthy would work for your other snack. So start with that first, okay, for a whole week. See how you do, and then for the week after that, do the next thing, which would be breakfast. I like doing breakfast next because that's something you can. Most people have the same breakfast. Like we get in, these moods where for a long stretch of time we have cereal, or for a long stretch of time we might have oatmeal, and then we'll have, omelets every morning. So I think breakfast is the next meal to go into. For me, I love oatmeal. I recommend getting plain old-fashioned oats. Don't get the flavored packets of oatmeal that, have the flavorings and the maple brown sugar. There's so much more sugar in there than you need. I'd say it's even better to get the plain version of oatmeal and add your own spoonful of sugar, and there'll be less sugar in that than buying it flavored for you. There's also preservatives and additives in them that you don't need in your body, that you can just add yourself. Like say you like the apple cinnamon one, just add real apple in there, okay? So think of what you want to do for the week. Do you want to do omelets? Do you want to do oatmeal? Do you want to do cereal? Do you want to do another one that maybe you want to do like something that takes a little bit longer to cook, like steel cut oats? Maybe you want to do protein pancakes. So think of something healthy, and look online for some recipes that looks healthy. There's so many recipes out there, but my go-to is oatmeal. Then go into lunch for meal planning for the week. So what do you like to eat for lunch? Do you like sandwiches? Do you like salads? Do you like soup? Do you like wraps? So do you like to have a wrap with some kind of veggies in it with a protein? So for lunch, I make sure I get a protein or 2 servings of protein. because as vegan, I need to make sure I get more protein throughout my day. So sometimes I have 2 servings of protein in a meal, and I try to get 3 to 4 servings of veggies in my lunch. Sometimes I will add a carb to it as well, like a whole wheat tortilla or whole wheat bread, but I usually like to save my carbs for dinner because I usually have more carbs at dinner for some reason. And I'm still really full when I have lunch that way, with loaded with veggies and protein. So for me, for my protein for my lunches lately has been tofurky, which is a blend of like a soy protein that is vegan. So I use that. It's like I compare it to like a sausage, um, but it is pretty healthy. It doesn't have any preservatives in it. So I cook that, and I saute up some veggies too. So I usually have tomatoes on hand, mushrooms, green pepper, spinach, kale, something that I know that tastes good together that I can season up well, and it'll be good. Um, so for me, lunch and dinner I think might be the most overwhelming for you because they usually involve multiple ingredients. So that might be something where you start only planning 3 days at a time. Um, and try to think of things you like that are easy. Like say you love tacos, say you love lasagna, say most of the meals that you're already eating can be turned into something healthy. You can find products that are healthier than what you are eating. So that might be an easier way for you to transition into those healthier meals. Keep eating what you are eating, but try to find healthier versions of it online with different recipes that you can find. Or if you love ketchup on your burger, like try finding ketchup that has no high fructose corn syrup in it at the store. So little changes throughout every week helps you lead to more healthier lifestyle in the long run instead of doing it all at once and then you burn out. So for dinner, let's talk about sauces that you can use for dinner. And I love having a sauce as a base because that's usually what I use to help create my dinners. So I use organic coconut oil for cooking, sometimes avocado oil. For sauces, I make sure I have on hand that I like our curry sauces. Trader Joe's has really good yellow curry and a curry simmer sauce. Salsa can be used as a sauce. If you're making tacos, you just pour some salsa over whatever veggies or protein you're cooking. Marinara sauce I use for both pizza and spaghetti. Barbecue sauce is great for when I'm making like something called jackfruit. It has a very similar texture to pulled pork, and we use that with when we have like jackfruit sliders or jackfruit burgers. I make sure we always ketchup on hand, hummus on hand, and mustard. These really help in flavoring dishes and making them delicious. We also have our weekly dinners that we know we always go to if we have no idea what to make, and I always know that we have stuff on hand for it. That's taco night, pizza night, a night where we do veggie burgers and veggie sandwiches. So I make sure I always have produce for those meals on hand. If I don't, then there's usually something we can make that's one of those nights. For example, I always make sure we have frozen pizza crust in our freezer, a variety of beans and grains for taco night, like brown rice, quinoa, black beans, red kidney beans, lentils. I make sure we always have whole wheat tortillas. I make sure we have a variety of frozen veggie burgers in our freezer. I make sure we always have tomato sauce in our pantry, a variety of veggies. If we don't have veggies in our fridge, then that means we are not here and we're on vacation somewhere. We always have a variety of veggies in our fridge, like mushrooms. Usually it's mushrooms, spinach, peppers, zucchini, and tomatoes. Then you want to grocery shop. So after writing down some healthier options or some healthier recipes you'd like to try for snacks, breakfast, lunch, dinner, wherever you want to start, I'd say start small. It's time to shop. So I don't do this all in one big shopping trip. obviously, because some of the things that we buy, there's only me and my husband here, so they can last us a while before we have to go back to the store. Usually I do shop though, I'd say every 5 days, or sometimes 7 days is a stretch. Mostly because we run out of produce. Produce goes more quickly, like carrots, apples, oranges, stuff like that. And we also go to Costco about 1 to 2 times a month to get bigger bulk items that we know we go through like that. So I will post. Oh, no, I'm not going to post this. I just went grocery shopping yesterday at Trader Joe's, and I wanted to share with you what I bought after being on vacation for 5 days. Because we were out of a lot of things. So we got frozen vegan meals for my husband's lunch. Oh, I forgot to mention that. For lunch, I usually don't make frozen meals. If I do, I buy this one frozen meal that I find at Costco that has quinoa, tomato sauce, and black beans. And I can easily make it myself, but it's easy because it's frozen, and I just throw it in my lunch and I cook it in this one bowl that I have, or that it's in. My husband and I usually have frozen meals for our lunches though, and they're vegan, and we get them from Trader Joe's or Costco, like I said. But anyway, so I got him some more frozen meals. I got him I got unsweetened organic vanilla soy milk. I make sure I stocked up on pizza crust. I got some blackberries, frozen blueberries and raspberries for my smoothies. I got some apples, pita bread, English muffins that are both whole wheat, some kombucha that they had there, some quinoa, 2 barbecue sauces because we were out of barbecue sauces, some sprouted whole wheat bread, tomatoes, mushrooms, carrots, a new seasoning salt that they had in stock, 3 green bell peppers out of toothpaste, so we got some toothpaste, and 2 bundles of organic bananas. So I will post in the comments of this video a list of that. I can post that list, and then I can post a list of the essentials that I make sure I always have in my fridge, pantry, and freezer for you. So I hope this video helped. I know it's a lot of information. I'm really easygoing with it. Like I never once in my life said, okay, this weekend I am totally revamping the way I eat and changing everything that I eat, breakfast, snacks, lunch, dinner. Like, it took time. I want to say, ever since my husband and I moved into our house, we've been eating very well. We rarely eat out. If we eat out, it's for a special occasion, like a birthday, anniversary, something like that. So it's really rare, or if we're out with his family. But it didn't happen overnight. I want to say we've been eating. Yeah, I'd say ever since I moved into our home, we've been getting better at not eating out as much. So we used to get Pizza Hut pizza once a week, or order from some pizza place once a week, and now we make our own pizza. So it's kind of like what I said. Whatever you're eating now for your dinners, lunches, keep eating it, but find healthier versions of it online and easy recipes too. Don't try to find fancy recipes that are way too hard, because obviously that's overwhelming, because then you're at the grocery store with a list this long trying to make this one recipe that looked cool, and it's just too hard. Unless you love to cook and love trying, crazy dishes like that. But for me, I'm simple as can be. If I'm looking for a new dinner recipe to try, because we have, cauliflower in our fridge, and I don't know how to use it, I will type into Google easy vegan cauliflower recipe to make sure it's an easy recipe that I can follow and it doesn't have all these crazy ingredients in it. So I hope it helped you. Comment below with any questions you have, or what you think you're going to do to start meal planning better and choosing healthier options. So I hope this helped, and I will see you later.